Hey guys, it's Melissa. If you have a laser engraver, do not stick with just wood and acrylic. You can really do tons of stuff with silicone. So in this video, I'm going to show you my top 15 picks from Amazon. That's right, you can find tons of tons of silicone blanks on Amazon, and these are my top picks for what's going to end up being your best sellers.
Okay, so if you have an engraving business, adding laser silicone items to your engraving business is a really good way to kind of stand out. So over here on Amazon, I have a list that has, I think this one has about 10 favorites on there. Unfortunately, Amazon doesn't allow me to make a collage and link more than that in here. However, and I will link to all of this in the description below, I actually have a link, I actually have a separate wish list or list that has engraving blanks. And on there, I have a lot, probably 15 or 20 engravable products that you can use that are silicone. So these are for all types of things. So there are, as you can see, there are iPhone cases, all different size iPhone cases, different colors. They also have AirTag holders. There's a whole bunch of different types of these. So this is actually an AirTag holder too, for kids. And I thought these were super cute. You could engrave like their initial or their name right on there, or a little like, character or something that they like. You could, offer those custom. Kids cups and containers, snack containers, all of this stuff that you can get that is blank are easily engravable, especially on the P2 or any of the machines where you can use the rotary. You would be able to engrave these. And then you've got things like, for example, a housewarming gift or just a hostess gift. They have these spatulas are really good, like if you're in the good looking spatula club. These are nice looking spatulas. You could engrave, not obviously on the silicone part, I wouldn't recommend because you're cooking with that, but on the handle there, you've got some wood that you can engrave on that. So it is a silicone item, but that's not the actual part that I would suggest that you engrave. Then you've got all kinds of snack containers. These are really popular. Actually, if you look on Etsy, you'll find different silicone items that are engraved, and some of these ideas actually came from there as well, to help give you a little bit of a jump start. So you've got all these different types of containers. They open up, and so some, you might have no problem engraving on the inside. I always play it on the safe side and would not recommend engraving on areas that, are going to be put in, for eating, basically. Okay, and then you've got different size snack containers. These are luggage tags, always, again, a popular item. They come in a pack. You can engrave on the back. You could put anything that you wanted on there, name, a location. You could even engrave their contact information directly on there if your customer wanted that. Then you've got a couple of pet tags. These are different styles, but these are silicone as well. The items down here, the bibs, the spoons, this tumbler, I have actually engraved all of those myself. You've probably seen, if you watched any of my other laser engraving for silicone videos, that I use these spoons. They come in a couple of different sizes, or a couple of different colors, color packs. And then again, this is a glass tumbler. It comes with the silicone like sleeve on there. And so you can engrave on that, or you can engrave directly onto the glass if you have a CO2 laser. Watch bands. Again, I've done watch bands. As you can see, I purchased this, and that was why I purchased it, because I wanted to test engraving on those. There's different color sets, different color, the engraving will come out looking a little bit differently depending on the color that you are doing, but you've got some options there. And then these, where'd it go? Okay, that's just another tumbler. But then you've got these toiletry bags. This toiletry travel pack is actually super cute. I loved the way that these came out. So this side has this design on it, but the back side does not have anything. And so what I did was I engraved on there like shampoo, face wash, whatever, so that I knew what was in each one and I didn't have to try to remember. So again, a really easy option for engraving on these, and I will show you exactly how those came out because they came out really cute. I just used some text and they were very fast. And then there's one other thing that I wanted to show you guys. There are some pens that I thought would also be cute. let's see, where did they go? Oh yeah, these different pens. Now, what you're looking for is something that's got like a rubbery type surface. Those are engravable. The description itself does not specify, but I think that that's what it is, because when I read the description, it kind of gives off that that it doesn't say it's plastic, and it also doesn't say that it's silicone. So it's a little bit hard to know, but I'm planning on testing these for $8.99 for a bunch of pens. I figured it was worth testing just to see, but I thought that those would also be a really popular item if you were selling, because I know that people like not only nice pens, but then if you customize them with their name so no one can steal their pen, that would be a really good idea as well. So if you guys are looking for tips and tricks on how to engrave on silicone, I have a series of videos for that as well. And obviously you can get back to my Amazon shop and where I had all of those. I will link it in the description below, but it is all here under shop silhouette school. And then there's these two options here. So this little collage that has some of the stuff on here, and then even more are just in the list that's called engraving blanks for Xtool or Glowforge. And they're all linked there.
And now that you know what to pick from Amazon, I will put all of the links in the description below so you can go shopping, fill up your cart, and then I have a whole series of videos for you that I will also link below and after the end of this video for how exactly to get the best settings when you are laser engraving your silicone. All right, guys, any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you're looking for personalized one-on-one help, check out Silhouette U. I offer same-day support for laser engraving crafters and small businesses. All of that information is also in the description. See ya.